First, the terror watch list, and now the border agents say they've stopped a member of the deadly MS-13 gang from sneaking into the U.S.
Our next guest says it's not the ones who get caught that we should be worried about. It's the criminals who were able to get through. Jessica Vaughan from the Center for Immigration Studies joins us live with the things that need to be done right now to stop them. Jessica, thanks for joining us. You're the perfect person to talk to about this because I know you've documented hundreds of arrests of MS-13 crimes around the country over the last few years. I know you say a lot of those victims are children. In your opinion, your experience, and from your research, what needs to happen?
Well, we need to crack down at the border again, reinstate the Trump policies that were very successful in getting control of this situation. Under Trump, the arrests of gang members went down more than 60%. So enforcing our border works, all of the various things that he did there, because we know that MS-13 exploits lenient policies at the border to get their recruits in. But we also need to step up immigration enforcement in the interior to remove these illegal alien gang members. In Texas, something like 90% of the MS-13 members that they arrested over a period of years were in the country illegally. The Trump administration removed 5,000 MS-13 members. That is what the fact that they're here illegally is what makes them vulnerable to law enforcement, is that we can simply remove them if we're enforcing our immigration laws. But I'm worried that the Biden administration priorities are making that impossible for ICE to do because they're forcing them to focus only on the very most egregious cases, not these unaccompanied minors that are currently surging across the border. And we also know, unfortunately, that MS-13 is recruiting even within those chaotic Border Patrol holding facilities to get people to participate in the gang. It's just a ticking time bomb, really, for public safety in a lot of communities.
Jessica, I want to shift gears with you. The Texas governor is sending the Texas Rangers to investigate some claims of sexual assault of these children in these migrant facilities. He's blaming the Biden administration for this. Any insight on that?
Well, yeah, this is very concerning. But this is what happens when you bring on a crisis with a change in policies without listening to the experts who are telling you what's going to happen and what you're going to need to do it. The Biden administration was thoroughly unprepared and in denial that this crisis would happen. And so they didn't have the tried and true response to it. The facilities to house the surge of people coming were not ready. They've resorted to hiring cronies to run these facilities, and they are not equipped to deal with the flood of people that is now coming. And, you know, we can blame the Biden administration for sure. It is a problem that they brought on, but the victims here are kids, and that makes it all the more difficult to deal with. And it should be investigated. And, you know, the solution is to actually change the policies so that we can stop the influx, not to sweep it under the rug, as I expect that they will try to do.
And these allegations are at the San Antonio facility. Just to reiterate for people at home, the number here of unaccompanied migrant children in federal custody. You can pull them up on your screen. We have more than 20,000 at this point. That is according to DHS. Real quick, we have less than a minute. I want to get your opinion on this because a border agent in Arizona who wanted to remain unnamed says that he had witnessed smugglers using large groups of unaccompanied children to divert resources away from smaller groups of single adults. And this is something that he told Fox News. Here's what the former acting CBP commissioner had to say on this. And this reads, quote, while the Border Patrol agents are distracted providing humanitarian care, drugs and criminal aliens are just pouring through wide open, unmonitored, unsecured areas. Your opinion on that? That's from Mark Morgan.
Yes, that's the classic method that we've seen over and over again over the last few years. They send families and kids across in one place and send drugs and the people who don't want to be caught in other places while the Border Patrol is thoroughly distracted dealing with the kids. Our Border Patrol sources say that there may be as many as 100,000 so-called gotaways that they know got past the Border Patrol while they were distracted. And those are the people who don't want to be caught, the criminals, the people who've been deported before, the drug traffickers, the gang members, and so on. Those are the ones who cause the most problems in our communities. And that's a huge problem now for the Border Patrol if they can't get the situation under control as it was before.
Wow, just out of control. Thank you so much, Jessica.
Thanks, Jessica. Have a good day.